What is the importance of the elections for the European e-commerce sector? Well, today and tomorrow and next few days, Europeans everywhere can vote to elect the new European Parliament. And these elections often meet with disdain from consumers, businesses and entrepreneurs alike. However, these elections are very important, not in the least for the digital commerce sector. Many of the laws and regulations which apply to online retail are decided in Brussels. So what's at stake? First of all, we see that a more level playing field for logistics is crucially important for our sector. But let's speed up the tempo a little bit by further, for example, expanding standardized parcel label pilots, etc. And I think it's crucially important to create a level playing field where Chinese web stores, for example, pay their fair share when they send small parcels to Europe. As platforms and marketplaces are becoming more popular and becoming the really new drivers for European e-commerce growth, it is important to regulate platform-to-business relationships. They must strike a right balance between the interests of the platforms on the one hand and for the retailers and brands and web stores on the other hand. Simpler legislation will absolutely aid compliance because, let's be honest, much of today's legislation and regulations is too complicated for consumers on the one hand, but for small businesses, not to mention that it's often subscribed to a particular channel. In other words, we want simpler and easier rules where online and offline are integrated to comply with, and so that national oversight bodies can actually play their role and bring a level playing field for all of us a little bit closer. Another important issue that online shopping safety is a prerequisite. Business and consumers alike will benefit from a safe environment of online shopping. And so we have to make sure that policymakers should ensure there's an adequate protection from cyber attacks, from fraud, from unsafe products. Let's make this work in a new European Parliament. Encouraging cross-border payments, absolutely crucial for our business. It is essential that market players will work together to develop payment solutions that live up to the changing consumer demands. They need to be innovative, they need to be cost-effective, and they need to be safe. Another crucially important issue is that we have, as Europeans, we have to listen to the innovations in tech. Technologies such as AI, artificial intelligence, and blockchain are creating a digital commerce revolution. And sadly, the European Union is still far behind its competitors in this field. And even though national governments have proudly announced their own investment programs, it would not hurt a bit to discuss what we are all doing so that we do not all end up doing exactly the same thing all over Europe. And that's the only way that we will be able to keep up with the fast changing consumer demands and in turn make sure that we're not at the mercy of American and Chinese superpowers. And finally, crucially important, again, boost digital skills. The rapid move towards a digital economy has meant that there's an urgent need for people with digital skills. And the growth of this sector cannot do without qualified workers. And we need new IT developers, programmers, data analysts. You know, it calls for more specific and immediate measures, particularly to our educators, to trainers who will be teaching our workers of the future. If we want a successful e-commerce business, we must all come together as Europeans and create proper rules and proper agreements. It's only by standing up as one Europe that we can build on the success of online shopping, expanding where we can, and protecting it where we need to.